Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video. So I do have a deck that I want to share with you guys today. At the minute, Hearthstone's in kind of a weird place. I've got to be honest, I'm not playing a lot of standard myself. I'm playing a lot more battlegrounds than I used to, if I play at all, which is a bit anyway, less said about that the better. But I did sort of brew up a deck using some of the new cards. I've done it a couple of times. I tried to make like a fire elemental mage with some of the new cards. That did okay. Wasn't amazing, but there was still quite a lot of priest floating around then. But then we've made this transition from priest into hunter. And Hunter at the minute is just, as you guys I'm sure will have figured out for yourself, is running rampant with the new card from the mini set. So I switched tact and went from the mage, and I've made a deck that I want to share with you now. It can beat Hunter. I'm not saying it's as consistent as, say, maybe a Ghost Warrior or a Ghost Shaman, but it definitely can give you a chance. So let's go in and take a look at this deck.
They will never catch me.
So as it stands right at this very second, I'll be honest, I've only played 8 games with this deck so far. The eagle-eyed amongst you may have spotted this great patch on my head. That is having an impact on how I'm feeling, or how I have been feeling yesterday and today, which is when I came up with this deck. So to be honest, I'm only sat here now because I'm trying to take my mind off things. So this is the deck, guys. This is what I've come up with, if you like. This is my grifted Warlock. So same basis as the Dark Gift Warlock of old, with the new cards in. So we've got Conflagrate, I think that's how you say it. Conflagrate. Yeah. So this is a new card, 5 damage, draw a card. Really good card in the right situation. Obviously, the benefit is that you can do 5 damage. The downside is that you draw a card for whoever you're doing the damage to, whichever side of the board you're doing it to. However, it is in here for one very special reason, which I will get to in just a second. We are running the new beast, actually, the Shadow Flame Stalker. It actually turns out that having all these extra discover effects for these dark gifts with the Avant-Garde and the Creature of Madness and all the ones that were already in here makes a difference, and it just makes Wallow that little bit more consistent. Only a little bit, but that little bit more consistent. I've only lost one game. That game was to a hunter, but I have played multiple hunters, and that's the only one I've lost against. I've won all the others, and I've beaten a paladin, I've beaten a priest. So it definitely has the survivability and the winning potential to be something. Now, I'm not saying the list is exactly there yet. Like I say, as you can see, I'm still recovering from the minor up I had yesterday. But it's definitely got the backbone of something to be definitely a contender right now. So I haven't recorded any gameplay yet. I'll do that. So if there's something starts playing now, then I've done it. Right this second, all I want to do is go and get in bed. So whether I do that now or not, we'll see. So we've got the 2 Conflagrates, as I say. I don't know if I'm saying that right. New cards, really good. The only reason this is here, primarily against hunters and priests especially, is because we want to use it on our side of the board. The reason we want to use it on our side of the board is because we want to drop our Ancient of Yore. Then we want to play our Cursed Campaign on our Ancient of Yore and kill it straight away. Yes, sometimes you might fill your hand, or you have to manage your hand in such a way that you are not going to overdraw anything particularly, powerful. The 2 most powerful cards in this list, we've got Wallow and Archimond. They're the 2 cards that you absolutely really don't want to be overdrawing. Everything else is kind of hit and miss, if I'm being completely honest. So it's a little bit of management, a little bit of risk, but by taking this play, you can just gain so much armor that the OTK turns from a priest, which is why the black hole is in here, doesn't make a difference, and you gain so much armor that you can armor out of range of King Plush. Simple as. The rest of it you just play as a standard dark gift Warlock. We've got Consume, we have got the Ultralisk Caverns, so we've got plenty of health. If we, that's 16 health right there, plus all the armor that we've got. Plus we've got the health drinks. Avant-gardening, so we can find plenty of minions. Ideally, you want demons. If you can find demons, then take them. Because you can bring them back with Archimond. Doesn't matter if not. We've got a couple of cheat spells with Demonic Studies. This also benefits us because we can play our next demon for 1 less, so we can get Archimond down on 6 if we want that little bit of a filler to be able to, just fill the board again with something. If you want to put some pressure on, works really well against Paladins. Use your Demonic Studies to find demons, like big demons that you can bring back with Archimond. Foreboding Flame, this is so that we can get our demons out. If we discover big demons, we can get them out cheaper, faster, quicker, better, $1 million man type thing. Fractured Power, obviously fantastic really early game. Not so good late game, as I'm sure you can appreciate, but ramping as a Warlock helps you get these cards out sooner, better, quicker, $1 million man again. Health Drink we've said, Curse Campaign we've said. You don't just have to hit the Ancient of Yore with your Curse Campaign. You can, if you discover a big demon, you can drop it on that. Because by then, hopefully you've got enough discounts to be able to play that and then the Curse Campaign. There's different ways you can go about surviving. It's really just for Hunters, Priests. You want to be getting as much armor as you possibly can. The last game I've just played, I had 47 armor when I won. So whatever I did with the demons and the Ancient of Yours worked, and really satisfying watching Hunters concede, I'm not going to lie. We said the Cavern, we've got Lord Xavius, again it's just another dark gift, but we can get it from a minion from our deck, so we can find consistently things to fill our curve, or we can find more gifts, or if we're really looking for Archimond because we need to get him out as soon as possible, then that's what that's there for. Shadow Flame Stalker, love this. You get a copy, so you get 2 sets of whatever you discover. Really strong card. Absolutely love this card. I think it's really well, and it's overlooked at the minute. This deck is super overlooked. Not too sure about this one, Tindral. Yeah, I tried it. I had 2 black holes. That was a bit clunky. Wasn't really sure, so I figured I'd chuck this in. Give it a bit of a try. It's really good for the 1-0 AoE every now and then. Not all the time, I'm not gonna lie. So I may swap this out for I don't know, like a grifter or some other kind of pressure card. I did toy with the idea of putting Zephrys in, but not too sure. I suppose grifter would fit with it being called grifted. So yeah. Anyway, Ancient of Yore, MVP against most of the meta right now, guys. This is what you are absolutely mulliganing for every single time. You want this all of the time, 100%. No ifs, no buts. This is what you want. You need your Curse Campaigns as well, obviously, but you just go ham with your tapping, and hopefully you're going to find one relatively soon. You'd be super unlucky. It's not happened to me just yet, but you'd be super unlucky to not find it. But again, manage your hand, because you are going to be drawing quite a lot of cards with the gift and with the Conflagrate or whatever it's called on it as well. So don't tap too heavily to try and find it, because you're going to draw 2 cards with this guy, 1 card with Conflagrate, so you will find it ultimately sooner or later. Bob the Bartender, this was, I put this in my initial list. This was more for the sort of big decks that we come against. Druid is also rearing its head at the moment, and just being able to buy a turn with the freeze if you haven't got ways of dealing with the board. I have beaten a couple of Druids with this list, I will throw that out there now. Just having that freeze, or the ability to stall out until you can get to your black hole or play your Wallow, absolutely super amazing. Archimond we spoke about. Wallow is obviously the other win condition in the deck, and then black hole for our wide AoE. And that's it. The really good thing about Black Hole as well, guys, just so, you know, to throw it out there, obviously it's useless against Kill Jaden, and which is one of the reasons why I don't think it sees much play, because there's quite a lot of Kill Jaden decks out there. Against Druid, against Priest, you can build a board, and with hopefully with all your demons that you're going to discover if you drop Archimond, it doesn't touch your side of the board, it only affects your opponent. So against the Druid that I played against, that was absolutely beautiful. Worked a treat because they taunted up with their guy, and you know, I only had like, they were at like 12 HP and I had like 15 HP on the board, but they taunted up their big dude, and I had to get through that to kill him, you know, smack him in the face, and I did, and I won, and that was all good. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is, hopefully you'll have seen some gameplay over this. If not, please do, I urge you, take it away, give it a whirl, because it does work, I promise. You've just got to think about what you're doing. Absolutely need to find your Ancient of Yours. You absolutely need to find your Cursed campaigns, but you can easily survive against Hunters and Priests and win. I've won a Warrior, I've won a Death Knight, I've won Paladin. Then like I say, I've won a couple of Druids, I've won a couple of Hunters. And it feels really good. It does. It feels quite easy, straightforward to manage. Obviously, you just keep an eye on the dark gifts that you're finding. You're looking for charge, you're looking for buffs, you're looking for summoning copies, so you get that extra little damage in. Wind Fury, if you can find it. All these different things. Just keep a note of what dark gifts you're finding, and then just throw them at your opponent's face, and you will win games, I promise. So there you go, guys. I know I don't rear my head very often, but when I do, I hope to think that it's something that is of some use to somebody out there. I am going to get this out as soon as I possibly can, because right now in the meta, I do feel that this is a very strong deck. It's just overlooked because people think it's rubbish. I can promise you it's not. So take it away. Let me know in the comments down below if you do, if you make any changes. Then, like I say, this is not a finished list as of yet. I probably will take Tindral out, put Grifter in. You know, we'll nip and tuck. I may take Bob out. Bob isn't that strong in this list, if I'm honest. So I may remove Bob as well. But like I say, it's not there. Take it away yourself. Have some games with it. See how you feel. See what you want. Maybe you want a little bit more draw. Maybe you want a bit more stall. You know, the mana curve is pretty good, the up and the down, so you're not going to consistently draw into all your expensive stuff and have nothing to do. It's definitely got potential, that's what I'll say. And it's not as techie as a Control Warrior running Ghost, because against most of the thing, Ghost is useless. So there you go, guys. Right, I'm going to stop rambling now. I'm going to probably go and get in bed. If I feel like it, I will. I'll play a game, and hopefully then you'll see some you'll have seen some gameplay at this point. So there you go, guys. Right, I'm going to go and recover. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you again. Hopefully when the meta has improved drastically. I don't know when that'll be.